Yeah, I guess you could call it dating. I mean, so he'll text me like, "What you doing?" And then we'll like meet up like on his time and schedule. He's busy. It was so funny. He was like rushing to leave my apartment this morning. He was like panicking, like seriously freaking out. He had to get to a meeting on a Saturday. No,
Isn't it funny how human beings become delusional when they really like someone? Like someone who thinks very sanely and consciously and logically about something, as soon as attraction gets added into the mix, as soon as there's a desire or longing, logic and understanding seems to go out the window. Okay. I believe logic and attraction are very different things. Like you can logically be like, this thing, this thing, this thing, I should be attracted to the someone, but feel zero attraction. And the opposite can also be true. You can have someone who logically makes zero sense for you. In the case of women, it could be like some rough guy who like got arrested, is like in prison, like terrible on paper, and yet she feels massive attraction for him. Logic and attraction are not friends at all. But specifically to this woman's point, it's fascinating how delusional people can become. I see a lot of men in like these Facebook groups and stuff. They're asking questions like, the girl hasn't responded to me for like 3 weeks, and I've sent her like 10 messages. But I really think she's like into me, and I just need to like, what should I send her next? Where it's almost like you just need to grip this person and like, oh, are you okay? Sometimes it's fine to get lost in love. I think that's part of the joy of life. We don't have to always be like logical and like going everything is as it should be. Like sometimes lose yourself in attraction, be delusional, but be slightly aware that you're being delusional. Be like, yeah, right now I'm kind of off the deep end, but screw it. I'm gonna go it and see where this train goes to. Instead of like these guys actually believe themselves, and women, of course, it's not a gender specific thing, but this is why it's really important. And I want to talk about this more in a second. Why it's important to have like a strong group of men around you, so when you start drifting off into la la land, you also value their opinion enough and you respect them enough that they can ground you when you might be making some very bad decisions. So let's hear. She adds a couple more funny points into this, and then I want to cover an important topic after this. Let's jump back in.
technically introduced me to any of his friends yet, but like, he's taking it slow. Like husband material. Okay. He has the best sense of humor. The other day he sent me like a sexy pic, and then he said, sorry that wasn't for you. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? Sometimes he will take like a little while to respond to my text messages, like 45 minutes or like a few weeks, but like we have our own lives. That's healthy. I had noticed that he was following like all these random girls on Instagram, like hundreds and hundreds of girls. And then I was like, okay, didn't realize I was dating a feminist. Okay, Gloria Steinem.
Humans are so magnificent at like taking facts and then like skewing the facts to like fit their story. I think we all do this to some extent, but I think specifically with dating and when there's attraction and feelings involved, this goes into like hyperdrive. This goes into like warp drive, where it's like every single thing. And this is like a comedy skit this girl is doing, but it's like everything. It's like he takes like so long to respond, like, or he takes a while to respond, 45 minutes or 3 weeks. But yeah, we've got our own lives. It's like he's following all these girls on Instagram. Didn't know he was such a lover of feminism or feminist or whatever she's saying. And guys will do this as well. It's kind of funny to see when you're not the one involved in it because it's so obvious. Hey, can you think of a friend who's been in this situation where it's like he's completely twisting the story to fit his narrative? Meanwhile, that is not what is going on at all. And I've been in this situation so many times before. So it's not a judgment, but I realize it's really important to have other people, like a support system around you. I like to call it a brotherhood. Like a few men, it doesn't have to be a lot, can just be two or three that you like share things with, and they can actually be an honest mirror for feedback to you. This is why it's not good to have nice guys that are friends, because nice guys are always just trying to be nice to you. They're always just trying to make you feel good. Where a real man, a good man, a strong man is honest. He will be honest with you even when it hurts your feelings. And sometimes when a guy's been like chasing a girl and she's like totally over him, but he's like, I just need to win her back. Like maybe I'm going to buy her some flowers. Sometimes you need a good, strong man to say like, hey man, you need to get over her. You need to let this one go. You're acting like a crazy person here. And this girl has nothing, she doesn't want anything to do with you. Although you might be hurt in the moment, later you're like, yeah, I needed that little slap in the face to come back to reality. But when it's a nice guy surrounded by other nice guys, they're all up in delusional land together, and it can become quite sad and also emotionally destructive. Like they can't let things go. And especially if you're a nice guy, it's like you don't even want to surround yourself with honest men. You don't even want to put yourself in environments where someone's going to give you honest feedback like a mentor, because you almost want to hang on to the delusion. You want to hang on to that fantasy. And for men, it's not a very good look when we're living in these fantasies and these la la lands. We like a man grounded in reality, a man that can be effective, a man who can look at the facts, who can look at the areas where he's weak so that he can learn to improve them, not the guy who's sticking his head in the sand because he's actually, yeah, he's not confident in himself. He has low self-esteem. So if someone tells you, hey, this girl doesn't like you, move on, it's almost like he sees that as like a personal attack, and his already fragile self-esteem will just take a nosedive even deeper into the gutter. So he'll avoid other men and situations that provide that kind of feedback to him. So yeah, what's your experience with becoming delusional in dating? Have you ever seen a friend kind of go up the deep end with this stuff? Tell me about that. What was that experience like? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.